Greetings everyone, I'm Lone Cat ASMR and welcome to my channel. You either seen this video just by clicking on it or just by going to my page and this is the first thing you see. Welcome, I'm glad you're here. This introduction video is me explaining who I am, what's my relationship with ASMR and what content do I make. So let's start with the content I make. I make edgy, weird, generic content. I want to try and make content that no one has ever made in the entire world. But I don't mean like fully different, just different aspects mishmashing together and it's a brand new idea. My videos are either professional, lazy, old school, or unrealistic. But that's the point of my channel. It's a playground for me to create these videos for you guys. And we are going old school right now with this phone recording because I like it that way. And let me tell you something. In 2011, when I was 11 years old, my first video I ever watched that I didn't even know what was happening to me when I was watching this video. This video was made by Gentle Whispering, and she made a customer service roleplay back in 2011 where she shows some products on the table, opening packages or just showing them the benefits of the products and things. And I didn't had a clue what was I experiencing because I had tingles and I would replay the video and over again. And it was the crinkles or the way that she opens the packaging. I used to watch booster pack videos where there was no talking, and that was in the early side of YouTube, so that kind of resembles that as well. So I like opening things with like, you know, that's turns out to be one of my tingles. Soft spoken as well, but I had no idea what ASMR was. I only found out about 2 or 3 years later. I found another video without searching for it and it resembled something called ASMR. And then that's when I was like hooked onto ASMR because it will help me go to sleep, but I'm just quite interested with the different sorts of content you can find online. And my preferred ASMR is unintentional ASMR. I'm not really a big fan of whispering because it's a bit weird to me, but it's not weird in the ASMR community or the environment. It's just never was my main preference. And old school ASMR as well, just like this video. And roughly when I was a teenager, I was tempted to do an ASMR channel. But the problem was I lived in a noisy house where my privacy would be invaded and it wasn't really peaceful. There was loud engines that go by the house and such, and I struggle with social anxiety as well as a result, so I stuttered a lot and I wasn't really prepared to just take a recording for myself. It can be difficult today, but here we are. So in 2025, which is nearly over 10 years since I got hooked onto ASMR, I finally created an ASMR channel. And I was like, oh dear God, where do I start? So I did a Weenie Hearts SpongeBob video. Obviously that was terrible, but that's okay. We need to start from somewhere. But I always try to make videos as much as I can throughout the week, but it can be a bit draining in a way where you have to drag the mic across the room and such and everything. But it feels great to just have my own place and start recording videos without worrying about your family members walking in or noise downstairs. It's very nice. Yeah, so I'm making these videos because I just want to. Like, I waited so long for this and the time has come. Even though my channel is small, it's totally fine. I'm so glad I had a few people reach out to me and said things about my content, even if it was very edgy. Of course, my content is meant to be weird, not because it's ASMR, but the context of those videos is quite questionable, but that's the point of my channel. It's kind of like you can't do ASMR, like you can't do like ASMR videos when there's billions of videos of the exact same purpose. So for example, cranial nerve exams. How many cranial nerve exams on YouTube? Like there's like millions, right? What if you made your own cranial nerve exam, but with Jeff the Killer? Because Jeff Killer is shown a lot on my channel recently, and most people were into that sort of stuff. I do have plans for it. I'm hopefully want to expand my creativity even more. But I just hope that what I mean by expanding my creativity, I hope people understand that this is all satire and, you know, it's not just me being serious, like I'm playing with these objects and things, because that's not who I am as a person. I know people get the idea, but I'm just saying that's not who I am as a person. There is this ASMR artist that I used to love watching, and I don't want to be like emotional or like, and well, sad, make everyone sad, but there was this ASMR content creator years ago called Clovis ASMR, and she is known for the banana video in 2016. And I knew since the beginning that this was something I was expecting to see in the ASMR community, where someone is taking the mick of the saucy or the fruity content creators. And I do miss her. You know, I think to me, she was like a hidden gem in the community, because I really loved her edgy videos, and I used to watch a bit of Angelica. I never commented on her videos or anything, but as time went by, I've just lost interest in her. So and then I think I watched a lot of GB, you know. I started watching GB when she had 50k subscribers, and her profile was this coffee mug which had GB's logo inside. And this was as far back when she did the Raven roleplay. I used to listen to audio ASMR where you don't actually watch the video. You can like multitask, or you know, you don't have to look at the screen because it's just a picture. But I will listen to like these fictional role plays of like anime characters, and you're like in a simulation of a anime world or a fantasy. You know, it doesn't actually have to be anime related, but I was quite interested in those. But through the years, I was more interested into like edgy content where it's quite I don't mean like the sexual edgy stuff, but I mean the funny, intentionally funny stuff where it's, you know, and I do listen to ASMR men. Well, I am gay myself, so I do listen to gay by men ASMR content creators. I'm quite interested, like hearing their stories about dating or anything they experience themselves. And I'm like, yeah, we need some gay men in the ASMR community, and I'm part of them. But I'm hoping on this channel I could at least make some friends, maybe do a bit of collaborations, because I waited so long to finally just start making content, even if my content is, you know, basic, of course. I'm not like an insult, but I know I could expand it, but as my place is pretty small, I can't really sort of adjust the green screen very well. But I forgot what I was about to say. This is an unedited video. But I do a lot of other things in my life, so I don't exactly do just like ASMR. I do sell stuff online, like merchandise, not related to like ASMR at all, but it's kind of like entrepreneurship. It's kind of like running your own Shopify or Etsy store and then sell custom products. And I would sell things on Vinted and eBay as well. Not like my own custom products, but it's kind of like stuff I would find in the charity shop, and I would sell them for good fortune on the internet. And that's something I do enjoy. In my YouTube life, I have been doing YouTube in the past. You probably well, if you're like the 1% who's probably seen me before because I've mentioned myself somewhere, then congratulations, you found me once again. But I had other channels where I express my creativity. It's not ASMR, it's kind of like gaming, animation, and tutorials. But as time went by, I've kind of lost my satisfaction to continue making those videos, because simply I've grown out of it. Because these videos I was making, I was about 15 years old. Now it's, you know, it's 11 years later. But this is an interesting path. Because I'm not very good at socializing with people, and I know that this side of this platform is me revealing my identity, who I am, and people will now know that this is me, because the internet is forever. My face is going to be on the internet forever. I get that. I was always shy when showing my face on camera, but not anymore. I felt like this is the time for me to express and show and build my portfolio of what I make on here. This is a introduction video with no script, nothing. It's just me on the couch with a phone in my hand. And before you go, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys next time.